Hey, what is up, guys? Josh back here again with you today. Today I'm doing a movie review for Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. It's a Zac Efron, Adam DeVine movie. So it's directed by Jake Szymanski, who also directed 7 Days in Hell, Andy Samberg HBO series. It was like a tennis comedy series. It was written by Andrew Cohen, who wrote Neighbors and Neighbors 2 along with 40-Year-Old Virgin. So the movie is basically about these guys, Mike and Dave. They just kind of like sell liquor to different establishments. They basically provide just new products to these restaurants and bars, and they just don't really do much. They're very aimless. They just kind of hang around and drink and party. They don't really have a whole lot going for them. They just show up to all these events, parties, family get-togethers, weddings, and they typically just ruin them with their drunken hijinks. They're basically needing to go to their sister's wedding, and they need dates to go to it. They need, as their parents put it, their dad's played by Stephen Root, who was on movies like Dodgeball. So they have to go to their sister's wedding. They need wedding dates. They need two nice girls, as their father puts it, as the parents put it. So that's where Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza come in, as these two kind of girls are the same way, but they basically just put on this act to look like they are these two nice girls. So they go to their sister's wedding in Hawaii with the two, and then basically everything just kind of spins out of control from there. So the comedy is actually really good in this movie. I actually found myself laughing throughout. I heard that it was kind of an okay movie. It wasn't really all that spectacular, but actually quite enjoyed it. The comedy was good. The writing, there were some things that went a little over the top, but it really kind of reminded me of just those like raunchy comedies from back in like 2005, 2006, just those mid 2000s American Pie kind of comedies. But it was just, they keep trying to do these movies today, and it just doesn't really work like it did 10 years ago. This is one that I actually think worked pretty well for that. The chemistry between Zac Efron and Adam DeVine. He pretty much became noticed after being on Workaholics on Comedy Central. Adam DeVine and Zac Efron's chemistry was really good. It was pretty good in the movie. They were really good sort of comedic duo who like were hitting on each other's notes quite often. So were Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick. They were also really good as a comedic duo. I mean, the thing that really helped this movie, I think, was the fact that they just had a strong cast set up, and they just paired everyone right in this movie, and it's just really helped out the comedy quite a bit. And then you had the writer Andrew Cohen coming in and seeming like he's bringing his A game from like when he was writing 40-Year-Old Virgin, and he apparently did some good work with Neighbors 2. I haven't seen either one of those, but a lot of stuff that clicks in the movie. There's, like I said, there's some stuff that doesn't click. It gets a little too raunchy at points, a little too over the top. But for the most part, the movie is fairly well-rounded, and it's actually got a good bit of charm and some heart in it, which a lot of these kind of movies that are trying to copy what was done 10 years ago, they don't really get. They don't really nail that part. So yeah, the acting and everything was great. It had a lot of funny moments in it. It was just a movie that did that sort of mid 2000s comedy right. And I think that's something that should be recognized for that. I believe that the same thing was kind of done with, like I said, Neighbors 2. So for me, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates was a really good comedy, really good summer comedy. Definitely recommend checking it out and forming your own opinion on it. As for me personally, I'm just a fan of Adam DeVine from Workaholics. I've seen Aubrey Plaza on Parks and Rec a lot, so I was a fan of hers then as well. So just seeing these actors come back and do their thing is satisfying enough for me. So I give Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates a solid B plus. So yeah, B plus for me on Mike and Dave. Definitely recommend checking it out before it gets out of theaters, or just catching it when it hits Redbox and all the streaming services. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.